Hey guys, welcome on in. Kyrios here, and today I want to talk about the quality of life improvements. Now, you probably have seen a decent amount of them already out on the web and from the QA, but I think we should talk about them and just kind of better understand them a little bit more, and you know how it works around here. So if you guys can't hit that like and subscribe, let's get started. Let's start off with the biggest quality of life increase, which is the Dream Machine. Now, I was able to get 2 Dream Machines here. You're able to get 3 a week. So I'm going to show you that you do get a new and improved, essentially, Dream Machine. Now, they are the same activities that you do before, but with way better rewards. So let's go ahead and speed run through that, and we'll see what we get. Now I threw that. Now those are some great rewards right there. 6 advancement modules, 18 boosters. Love it. Love it. Love what I'm seeing right now. All right, let's try out the second one, see what we get. Now you should be able to get red nucleuses from this, but it is still a little bit of RNG. What you're supposed to be able to get are advancement modules, red nucleuses, and effectively SSR shards. I think they took out all the equipment and a lot of the other stuff out of the game. All right, very nice. 3 special vouchers, better than nothing. Better than nothing. That's really nice that they're finally adding some special vouchers in, some red nucleuses in, and a few others. This makes it a lot better and not take as much time through the week. All right, that probably brings us to our biggest upgrade of the day on this patch. It was something we've been asking for a very long time, which is presets. Yes, presets are finally here. This is absolutely amazing. So you can set up your main characters with exactly how you want them to be preset. Say, for example, I want to have multiple presets on my Fenrir for whatever reason. So what we'll do, let's go ahead and we'll just go and drag over our TN matrices, even though I really wouldn't put TN on Fenrir as of right now. Let's go back, right? Let's go here, open presets. We're going to go ahead and save. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Whoopsies. Open presets, hit save, and bam, now you have 2 easily swappable presets per weapon. I've been asking for this for so long. This is, ooh, man, I am so happy about this. I am so insanely happy about this. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Now, the UI has been completely revamped. It looks a lot cleaner. It looks a lot simpler. It looks a lot more logical, and it's easier to find the things that you're looking for, whether it be your daily bounties, your Mia kitchen, anything like that. And then your joint operations, dimension trials, and interstellar exploration. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that they do no longer have Omnium beacons here, which we have mentioned in many other videos, but it makes things a lot easier. Now, what they have done is they have actually made dimension trials a ton better. I know you guys have probably seen this on my videos or anything like that, but you can now effectively just sweep through it. Now, you can go into the dungeon, you can go matchmake it, you can still do it the same way you used to, but you can hit this quick battle, and as soon as you hit this quick battle, bam, instant materials, instant EXP, instant everything. This is absolutely great and wonderful, especially considering that you have 360 energy. Now, that isn't 360 energy that you're getting a day. That's still, you're only getting about 180 energy a day. It takes about 2 days to get 360 energy, but that's going to help it so you don't have to per se log on every day. And the reason why they went to 360 energy is to really help you with your joint operations. As an example, if I really only want to go after Volt and Fire gear, I would do Pursuit of Fate, right? This would be the dungeon I'd like to do, but I can only do it every other day. So I'm really wasting half of my energy. Now that you can stockpile your energy for 2 days, you can now effectively farm the joint operation that you really care about. This is a great change. Speaking of some other changes that they have made, one is that we do have a new raid coming out, which is the Eva raid. These are the materials that you get on normal. I'm not able to hit hard mode because I can't do normal mode by myself. But if you, I do have an infographic probably on screen. It does show the materials that you are going to get from hero mode. So I highly suggest that you do hero mode. So make sure you are doing the new raid every single week. It's going to matter, especially considering we see that Fortress of Tactics eyepiece on it. Absolutely amazing. Speaking of the Tactic eyepiece, it has finally been added to the Space-Time store. Now, it does show 100 fragments. I don't know what this is going to look like on live, depending on when you're watching this video. This is not the live server. I am hoping they make it 80 at most. I would really like it to be 40 as well. Anywhere between 40 to 60, in my opinion, would be a really good breakpoint. But it is nice that you are able to buy those now, considering the eyepieces were one of the biggest upgrades you can get, especially for crit. So that's a good improvement, but that's something they should have done, in my opinion, a very long time ago. Speaking of some other changes real quick, Void Abyss, you are now able to get that Fortress combat engine in the Void Abyss. Now, I don't know what the stages look like. I don't know what you're going to get on stage 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this is a really good indicator that you're probably going to get more combat engines and maybe some other stuff in there as well as you progress back up to Void Abyss 6. And speaking of Void Abyss 6, it is now going to be a very, very hard difficulty Void Abyss 6. We have Gaia at level 6. We have Puppet Singer at level 5. And you have Ripper at level 4. This is going to be a pretty hard rotation, in my opinion, especially with that healing down that they like to give us with that expert healer. Another big change that they have made, they have added some additional benefits to Origins of War. Now, they have made Origins of War, quote unquote, a little bit harder. So it'll be interesting to see if we get more of those buffs that were locked out that said blocked. Maybe they're not blocked anymore. Let's see here. So we have new buffs, if you guys haven't seen. Confinement being one of the new buffs here. Burn Dealer, no, that's not dropped. Some of these are the same. Some of them are new. Not dropped as well. I guess some of them are not dropped as well. But we are getting a few new buffs. But what we are getting are some increased rewards. Yes, they are finally giving us shards. Thank God they are giving us shards. I hate doing the research for literally everything. Not really a good system. Now, they're not really giving us enough shards, in my opinion. I think this is enough to make maybe essentially one. I'm doing some quick napkin math. 16, 22, 28, 32, 36, 38. So it's enough to get one. You get 40 shards. That's enough to get one. And you still have to get the research for the exoskeleton, which it is what it is. Now, before we talk about the free exoskeleton you're pretty much going to get as your CS score goes up, let's take a look at Bygones real fast. Now, on Bygones, they have revamped sequential Phantasm. Now, they've already done this on the CN, obviously, but now you have 4 individual elements. You have Frost, you have Fire, you have Lightning, and you have Physical. And each one gives its own reward path for getting some better rewards. Now, quickly, I forgot to mention this when I was actually recording, but you can see here that we are now going into a seasonal rotation, meaning that you do not have to do this every week. It will reset, it looks like, about every 40 days, or what lines up with the battle pass, or whatever that time frame looks like, but you can see it right there. And I do like the rewards in here. You do get some shards for the micro reactor. You do get better energy dust, some space-time fragments. You get some dark crystals, which is really nice. And you get some selectable equipment. So some of the stuff in here is pretty decent. Now, what I do like is that you have all these different ones that you can effectively work on. Now, most of us are hyper-focused on a single element, so you'll probably do really well in that singular element, and you'll do okay in the other elements, because I can't read Chinese, so I have no idea what that exactly says. But look forward to the new rotation. Speaking of new, quality of life is the new UI design. Now, one thing I do love is that they have increased your backspace all the way to 500. Thank you. thank you. I hate having to play RNG with my inventory space. This has made things a ton better. Now you can store a lot of those different things. Now, two things I do want to point out, which is really interesting to me. There's two new locations that actually I am not aware of. I don't know why there's these two new locations here. Maybe it's for future gear that only Global's going to get. But they have not added into Titan gear. We usually have a button here that would tell you if you can Titan. It doesn't look like we're getting Titan at 2.4 or we're getting Titan at any foreseeable future. But I do like the UI change. It makes things a lot cleaner, makes it a lot easier to find stuff. And it's just a breath of life being able to have that. All right, next up we have the Suppressor upgrade. Now, I don't think this is really a quality of life increase, but it is nice that you are going to get a Fortress exoskeleton. But 109 CS is still very hard to reach unless you're Extremo Whale, so it will take some time, especially considering it doesn't look like we're going to get level 45 off the gate. So you'll be able to get it over time as you're still upgrading gear. But the fact that it takes 8 Omnium Potent Crystals, 8, 6, 6, 5, that is a lot. And I've been buying it every week myself. I don't even have enough to get all the way there. That is spicy. That is very spicy. All right, guys, that's all I've got for the quality of life improvements. There's a lot of other things to talk about, which I've already talked on in some other videos, or those videos are coming out, from the new additions to the gachapons, to the new underwater combat, to how to do different mechanics, how to do different things. And I've got all those videos for you, so make sure you go check out all the playlists in the Tower Fantasy playlist. Come join us on the twitch.tv channel. I do appreciate you. Have a good one, and I'll see you out there. Fist bump from me to you.